Welcome back, Thunderleaf fans, for another episode of Cyberpunk Sunken Dreams. We are working quickly through it here. I think we're up to, this should be episode 7,
Yes,
right?
should be.
Somebody will correct me. Yeah. All right, awesome. Well, we are glad to be back as always, hanging out with y'all. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button back down below to follow all the great Thunderleaf content. We're going to just go ahead and start there tonight, make sure everybody hears about the great stuff we're doing, and then we'll do some thank yous and some quick questions to get everybody in the role-playing headspace, teach us a little more about our characters and maybe the world itself. So I'm Donnie. I play Scrawl, everybody's favorite med tech, but we are going to talk about here Ray and Greg's program, Rave Reviews, on Wednesdays and Sundays at 9 Eastern, where they're playing Bloodborne over on stream. So that's been awesome to check out. Worked through a couple Dark Souls and occasionally have some other content on there, but Bloodborne has been carrying and super fun to watch. And then I do a painting stream and hobby stream on Thursdays called Donnie Does It, and that's at 6:30 Eastern, so a little bit earlier on our schedule. And of course, shorts and videos coming out all the time. So make sure hit that subscribe, hit that bell, get notified when those come out. Otherwise, we'd like to thank, firstly, Foundry Virtual Tabletop. We run all our games through that. It helps us just kind of conceptualize and keep track of roles, character sheets, all that fun stuff. Kevin McLeod over at Incomtech does our intro and outro music, very important, and we love his stuff and use it for all sorts of great kind of resources, filler music, background music, all sorts of good stuff. And then Sirenscape does our soundboard, run by our producer, Greg, down below. And then last and certainly not least, we want to thank Artel Saurian Games, Cyberpunk Red, the system we're running for this. Just awesome, well supported. Can't rave enough about them. So let's throw it around now here. And our question for the week is, we're going on a road trip. And what 3 things is your character getting from the gas station for that trip with our nomad Hopscotch? And Hopscotch, what are you bringing?
She would definitely be that one person that got the banana. There's always just that random basket of fruit. She would be the one person that got the banana.
You mean that's not fake fruit? Like
it's probably the decorative plastic. She was gonna be so disappointed. And then probably like a trail mix. And some dark chocolate, because still human. Gotta have it.
All right, we're going to work up the list on my screen. I know I'm sure it's different, and I'm probably pointing down at people that are not actually down in our OBS, but that's fine. So we're going to work up to Greg. Who you playing? What you bringing?
Static, everybody's favorite rocker boy, and I think Static is going to bring. He's definitely going to bring some barbecue crickets, because he fell in love with those. Those were like the first snack he had when he left the Beaverton homes and came into Night City proper. He's going to be bringing some. Oh God, what's the beer called in this world? It's
There's a crap ton.
The Smash.
Yeah, he's going to be bringing some
one?
Smash, and I think he's probably that guy smoking out the truck.
All right, up next on my list is Ray.
Hey everybody, I'm Ray. I'm playing former Max Tech officer Bailey Young, who goes by Cavalry. And she would bring Spunky Monkey. She would bring Chromanicore and probably Vitamine, which is exactly what it sounds like.
What does Vitamine sound like?
It's all the vitamins in one contained little can.
Gotcha.
Is that not what it sounds like?
Right.
What does it sound like to you?
It could be. I mean, isn't there a like Australian like
Vegemite.
Yeah, Vegemite.
bread Vegemite? Yeah, that's where my brain
I
went.
went to
But that
I
might
Love
say
Lucy
more about
Vitamin
me.
Vegemin.
Okay.
I thought it was liquid
All
IV.
right.
It's tasty too.
It's like this basically liquid IV.
Yeah, either way, I still will be concerned about your health in that world too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the Scrawl will drive that point home, but fortunately he has the medical skills not to worry about it. So he would drink the Biotechnica and Thorough drinks, way too many for a single person to consume in a short road trip, but got to have them. And of course, obscene amounts of Synta sugar strips that are specially manufactured, just junk food candy. And yeah, that would take care of Scrawl. Mike, what do you bring on your road trips? Who's getting in the car with you here?
Probably I need my caffeine, but I can't do the energy drinks, so I'm going to stick with the Coke, and then probably a Reese's for some energy. And I doubt the gas station would have it, but I like grapes. They're fun to like pop in the car.
On board, all 3 points.
Yeah,
no,
that's good road trip food right there.
Yeah, they're also good for chucking at people. Like when you want to hit the driver from like the far back seat.
Focus.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Change the station.
Next song, dunk. All right. Well, with that note, we will step away for just a few seconds here, and we will be back with Mike and the start of episode 7.
All right, welcome back. So when we last left off, Cav was waiting in a office type room for her assignment on the security detail. As you're kind of waiting, kind of pacing around this small room, the door opens and there is someone that you recognize. Looks a little different than you had last remembered. It is a mostly full body conversion, except there is enough of the face left that you would recognize Officer Mark Daniels, the first cyber psycho you had taken down. But here he stands, but on his kind of uniform top, it says Mark Rourke, Warden.
Okay.
As he kind of looks you over, kind of motions to the little table and chair and take a seat.
Cav will take a seat.
Kind of
He is a
looks
large,
at
mostly man.
yeah, it is all cyber.
Yeah, okay.
Except for just this little bit of face that's left. As he looks, and you can kind of see some data kind of scrolling through the cyber eyes. Former officer, inmate now, Young. I hear you were looking for some security details, perhaps based on some of this previous experience you have at Max Tech, I see.
Yes, sir. I think I'd be much better suited helping you all here than sling and slop in the kitchen.
Takes in a deep kind of breath, but is mostly just for performance. He kind of takes a seat and leans forward. Why do I know you?
I mean, a lot of people know me. I was in NCPD. You've got it there in your file.
And he kind of leans back and sits up a little bit. Well, I know you've got the violence necessary to be a max TAC officer, but I don't know if you've got the investigation skills that we need. So I've got a little bit of a puzzle for you to solve.
Crap.
And we can then see where we go from here.
Sure.
It appears that one of our security drones has gone missing. It was patrolling some security tunnels through some maintenance access tunnels and air vents, and reported it was returning to its dock, but never made it.
Okay.
So I need you to look into that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that sounds pretty easy. Shouldn't that be something for like a maintenance tech?
Something seems to have gone wrong and is not in its dock. Its signal just cuts out. So we need you to look into it.
Okay.
I want to.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then he kind of stands up. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have other matters. Find my drone. I want the data. I want to know who interfered with it, so I can allocate them to the pit for processing.
Yeah, absolutely. What, I mean, am I going to get access to anything here?
And some text will kind of scroll on his display on his eye. Yes, you will have some temporary credentials, so you can access the tunnels. We will add your information to the security drones so they don't interfere with you. And if you need to review some video footage, you will have access to that as well.
Fantastic.
Is there anything else you think you would need?
Well, I don't know. Where was the drone? Where did it go missing? I think I should probably have access to all those tunnels for sure. I should have access to employee credentials to people who were in that area where the drone was patrolling.
Absolutely. Our security systems have all of that data for you. You will have low privileged access to complete your investigation.
Sure.
And I expect an answer at the end of the shift.
It's a factor, I see.
And he will pull from his pocket and he will drop a access card on the table. It's labeled with temporary on it, but it has the same kind of blue stripe that the one you had stolen from that dead guard had.
Okay.
And as he's leaving the room, over his shoulder, try not to shoot anyone in the face as he walks out.
Wait, do I have access to a gun?
And I think from there, we will cut to Scrawl up in medical. So kind of left to your own devices. You've got some schedules here for check-in. There's nobody coming in. Pretty quiet. The nurses are going about some things. They are prepping for a incoming patient is having a procedure done, so they're kind of prepping the OR. Is there anything you would like to be trying to do in this time? Muted.
Try not to sneeze on camera one time. And So Scrawl would be still trying to be just a modern or model intern here in the medical bay. Like, he's certainly offering to help in any way they can with prepping the OR, like dropping hints that he knows what's like needed for surgery, like probably asking about techniques based on what he's seeing them do to prep, like anything he can to integrate himself is very useful here in the med bay. His goal is to get as much privileges here in med bay as he's able to, and stay off any kind of radar as a problem.
Okay. Do you want to give me a surgery roll or a like a persuasion or a conversation to kind of ingratiate yourself?
You know, we'll go with conversation at this point. So that's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely figuring out that you've kind of know what you're talking about. You're kind of anticipating what they're doing. So I think they, will kind of get you involved in kind of helping prep for this procedure. They are going to be implanting one of those pad devices in a new inmate's nose. So they're kind of prepping for that procedure. And at one point, Alina will come over and ask you if you would start to prep the patient in recovery for transport. So if you can kind of disconnect him from any of the tubes that they have connected to the walls and, things like that, and just move everything to mobile units that are attached to the bed itself, security is coming to pick him up.
Not the problem. Scrawl expert at pulling plug. And he will put himself right to work.
Yeah, and as you get over there, he's starting to kind of come out of it a little bit. He's kind of in and out as you're over there, kind of working, kind of getting him prepped up. And
with the extra time with this patient, how much can I kind of like learn about what conditions they're suffering from? Like, has he got the bends, or like, is there anything that I can like find out about kind of treating people after they've been in the pod? Let's do a paramedic. Just kind of going through some of the charts and the data that you see here. You're kind of left on your own a little bit over here. 22.
Awesome. Yeah, so it looks like he was put in an induced coma, kept alive with various, kind of tubes coming in and out, and they pumped a heavy dose of Lucidate through him while he was kind of submerged in this cold water tube. And he was also attached to a brain dance utility. So there's kind of this headset on him. And as you are kind of working on him and he's in and out, you can kind of hear little fragments of him kind of muttering, I could feel them thinking, and forced to think, just kind of these fragments of God only knows what he experienced down there.
Bummer. Atwood's in trouble, y'all. All right. But I'll finish, like, unhooking him, like making sure he's stable through the process, getting him prepped for transport, and kind of also trying to see what that means, like, or where are they sending him, like, as they come in, see what I can find out from them.
Okay, yeah. With your awesome rolls so far and your conversations, you can kind of glean from, some of the nurses that, and, from his charts and things, that it seems to be that security is coming to pick him up and they are going to bring him to a sub.
Okay. Scrawl will make note of that for sure. But yeah, otherwise I think he's just, again, still being a modern model intern here in Medbay.
Great. So kind of going about your day, kind of some normal things. People come in with some minor things. You direct them into the back. The nurses treat some, you treat some, send them on their way. But at one point, the doors are going to fly open with these guards kind of dragging a guy in who's kind of twitching, and you can see some like light kind of emanating from his back under his uniform shirt, and you kind of smell this kind of burning sensation as these guards kind of walk in and dump him in the lobby. It didn't stop. The disciplinary shock did not stop. You got to help him.
And is this during like the operation that they were prepping for earlier? So like the doctors are busy, or
yeah,
is there an open med bay?
Yeah, there's some exam rooms you can kind of drag him into.
Yeah, we're taking him in there. Like I'm the paramedic on duty here. Like I've got the ability to help with this. Like we're dragging him in there. I'm getting a test run at or,
All right. Whoever that is, thanks for your service.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can kind of drag him in, and it looks to be every 4 to 6 seconds there's just this convulsing and spasming going on, and then he's calm for 20 seconds or so before it kicks back up.
Yeah, so first step is cutting the power to it, I suppose. So see if I can access the device, cut the power, wearing rubber gloves of some kind.
Yeah, let's go. What are we using? Are we
Well, I guess for this stage, I guess it's dealing with more so the device itself here to start with, rather than just trying to remove it. Do I have any kind of access to like medical machinery to be able to like see connections, X-ray, MRI, something?
Yeah, so you've got basic kind of stuff in here. There's also the imaging room kind of across from this if you needed kind of the X-rays, fluoroscope kind of thing over there. So it's whichever. You've got access to some of the imaging, you just don't have access to the full like OR suite. So a lot of this is going to be kind of back alley medicine that you're. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess first idea is like looking at the device. Do I think that it's something I can shut the power down to before I start worrying about like disconnecting the device from the person entirely?
Yeah, most cyberware that you've installed, has its internal power. It's got its different kind of connections to things. So there is the possibility of kind of disconnecting power from it itself, kind of its internal power supply.
All right. Well, let's start then maybe a cyber tech roll to see what we got. I've rolled nothing but 8s tonight.
Oh my
you
God.
guys see this? 4 straight 8s. For a 21.
And another 21. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely you can kind of get in there and disconnect some of its power leads, kind of giving a little bit of a break to this poor guy.
I think if I got the shocks to stop, then I would start calling for like imaging, if possible, so that I can get a good look at all of what's going on here and how it's into the system, and see if it's something I can remove on Hopscotch or this guy.
And you'll kind of hear from down the hall, kind of Alina poking her head out of the OR suite. You got this? You need help?
Nope, got it. It's all under control here. Scrawl has everything under control. Now, imaging is available. Ready?
And she'll just kind of like point over at the room and then duck back in the OR to assist.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll just roll him on down the hall now that he's not getting constantly electrocuted. And we're going to see what's going on with things.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you want to do a basic tech kind of thing to do it? Do you want to do a photography and film because it's kind of an imaging thing? What are you feeling?
Jeez. I feel like it's basic tech.
All right, let's do it.
20.
Yeah. So you're able to kind of trace all the different kind of like spinal nerves that this kind of thing taps into, and it's it's just a series of like pain sensors across the body that this thing is just tapping into.
Okay.
Like his entire
Looking
body must have been on fire.
Do I feel like it's something where it's going to be removable? Is it like tied into the nervous system in a way that like remove and short circuit them, or?
So it's tied in, but it's no more tied in than like speedware that you've installed before.
Perfect. All right, well then we're going to take the next step and see if I can remove this from this person, giving myself a little bit more experience to rely on later.
Nice. Yeah, so we can do that as the guards kind of look at you and say, he's going to be here for a bit, right?
Oh yeah,
you guys got him from here?
Take care of this. Yeah, not a problem. I've got plenty of access to drugs here. It will be fine.
Excellent. As they go and start to wheel away the patient Jacques, who had jumped static after having Scrawl throw food in his face the first day you were here, and they will kind of start to wheel him out of the med bay.
Bye, Jacques.
So you can kind of grab some of the leftover surgical implements from the autoclave in the office and have at it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's see that surgery. I think it's a 15.
That's a 5 for a 19.
Perfect. Yeah, so kind of getting in there and mapping out all the different nerves. Very similar to, the speedware procedures you've done before. You're feeling pretty good that if you got the equipment, the chemicals, the drugs, the time, you can make it work. This takes probably like a 3-hour process to get this thing fully out, but you've got it.
All right. Shift done. Scrawl is heading to bed. Quite proud of himself.
As we head over to Hopscotch, who is back in the Agrodome, this time dealing with all of the kind of algae scrubbers. So there are these tall kind of mats of algae with water kind of flowing across them, kind of filtering out some substances from the water, from the air. And you are there to kind of prune the algae, make sure it's not overgrowing. It's got to kind of be kept in that growth phase to kind of deal with all of the scrubbing it needs to be doing. Not as nice of a detail as the fruit picking that you had been doing before for the staff cafeteria. This is the stuff that ends up in the scop bin and turned into things that you are eating down in the prison cafeteria.
Oh, I took many blueberries on my way to the scum bucket. Make no mistake.
That is now what the little bin is called the scum bucket.
Yeah. And for my own amusement,
So
I'm just going to go through the process and see
yes.
if I can improve it, and then I'll just be judging and be like, if you use this kind of chemical instead of this one, just do a whole thing with it, entertain myself.
Sure. Can I have a what are you thinking? You want to do a basic tech for that? Do you want to do like a science? Do you want to do a
roll for scum?
nature? It's kind of growing things. Yeah. If you're there's all kinds of ways if you want to kind of think intellectually about how you could improve it. You could work on improving the tech itself, kind of tweaking what exists to just improve it.
I am very smart, and I would like to play on that.
Yeah, so let's do. See, wilderness survival could be kind of nature. You could do some.
You can stop there.
Algae would need in the.
You You say wilderness survival, and I go, yes, please. My favorite roll. 4 for 21.
Nice.
That's what she does.
So you can kind of adjust the flow and some of the oxygen amounts and kind of the lighting, kind of tweaking this little row that you're working on to be significantly more effective than the other rows had been. You do notice, kind of as you're getting in there and kind of playing with things, there is a faint kind of fruity smell coming from some of the algae.
Like a berry, perhaps.
Perhaps. Among that seaweed smell, there's this kind of sweet kind of smell mixed in there.
Well, that's funny, because my next thing was going to be like, I should mess with some flavors and put some blueberries in here, but clearly... Interesting. I am just going to pocket that information until I can get down and talk to my buddy Scrawl.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
can I take...
Go ahead.
I want to try to take a sample. Like, any little thing that I can find, like, maybe like a pen I can take apart something, or I can just take like a little sample and put it in my belt.
Yeah, I think you can probably find something to put it in your belt, your inner belt there, to bring some back with you.
Thanks, Static. My magic belt.
And as you're kind of pocketing some of this algae, the doors open, and on the one side of this is this large kind of hydroponic area where these algae are, where these berry trees are. And the other side is over kind of where that subdock is, where you guys had come in. And a couple guards come in, and they are wheeling a stretcher as this these lights kind of come on, kind of flashing this kind of red light indicating that a sub is arriving. And as this is coming up, there are some more inmates kind of walking over towards it to gather near where this sub is, as the guards kind of step back, kind of observing this and letting the inmates get a little bit closer to it. And you kind of feel this kind of clunk noise that kind of reverberates throughout the entire aggro dome, as some of the guards kind of start to shout as the sub breaks the water level, and you can kind of see where that main access hatch is on top of it.
I'm not even trying to hide that I'm staring. I'm fully just like...
Awesome. All right. And we will cut to Static being brought down the long elevator ride to the basement. It is pretty much you and that supervisor Holden and a couple guards as you're coming down.
All this
and
just for me?
She will...
Really? Don't lie. You wanted an autograph, didn't you? Come here. Let me sign something for you.
And she will hand you a clipboard with a work order on it.
He will not look at it.
He will like to sign here.
A pen, please.
She'll give you the pen.
He'll sign this. There you go.
Perfect.
It says, "To the pretty guard, love Static."
Yeah, so she will kind of small talk a little bit, and then when you get down to that basement level, she will lead you to that area where there was that outside access panel that was kind of resined shut.
Okay.
One of the guards will wave his tablet over by it, and a little panel will open from the side, and he will scan his badge as the door starts to open And you can see that this does not actually go directly outside. So kind of in that, opening on the wall, when you look inside, there is what appears to be like a large airlock with 2 pressure suits in it. And the guards kind of motion you inside.
You'll go inside.
And the supervisor Holden will follow you in. And have you been in one of these suits before?
No, never. I don't even know. I mean, that's a lot more clothing than I normally wear.
Well, you're definitely going to need it where we're going.
But where are we going?
And she will point at the other larger airlock door out there.
We're going out
You need to...
into the ocean.
Yes, we need to inspect the pressure seals.
They just told me I was looking for anything wet. Everything out there is going to be wet.
It's a little bit more than that, but I'm sure they'll get the hang of it. You look like a smart guy.
I'm the smartest man you've ever met.
As she will help you into your pressure suit. And she will load up into hers. And then kind of bang on the door, and the inner door will shut. And you can hear the pressure kind of building in this room as air is hissing in. You can hear the recycling of your own suit. And it is heavy and kind of awkward to move, but it is kind of servo assisted. So as you're moving, you can kind of feel the gears and things kind of kicking in. The suit was made to lift a lot of weight and use a lot of force.
I thought you were going to tell us the suit wasn't made for walking. But that's what he's going to do.
I guess it was made for walk. Anyway, so the outer doors eventually kind of start to just barely crack open as water starts to flood inside. And it takes a while to cycle because they're trying to not have crushing amounts of water flowing in at once, but they're slowly trying to equalize the pressure. And eventually, probably 15 minutes, the room is fully flooded and the doors kind of open to the outside, and it is just blackness outside. Your suit headlamps kick on, and you can see a little bit through the door, maybe 30 feet, and then it just becomes this kind of blizzard of like debris and sediment just kind of swirling around. As she crackles over the radio, after you.
I don't know where I'm going.
Out there, and we are going to focus on the seals. We're going to look for any sort of growth going on there. We're going to knock stuff off.
Left or right when we go out?
Swim.
We are going to start moving left.
Right. And he will go out, and he's kind of clinging as close as he can to... Are there handholds on the outside of this thing?
Yeah, so every now and then there are kind of brackets, but you are on the, there is a surface there that you're walking on.
Okay.
Kind of the sandy bottom.
Oh, okay. We're on the bottom.
And yeah, so you're on the bottom. How far this bottom goes, at least for 30 feet, you can see bottom, and then after that, God only knows what's out there.
How deep are we down here? This is, I can't even see sunlight.
We're down there. This is 4,500 feet.
My God.
Yeah, and as you look up, it is just this large... It starts to kind of turn up in a way, maybe like a dome, maybe like a donut, but it definitely starts to go up and curve away from you into darkness. Is kind of this bottom level, which matches about the height that you had crawled up between levels. You can kind of, like, it feels like it fits.
Okay. He will note that. Start looking for seals with things growing on. Now, are we looking for, like, fur seals? Because fur is murder.
So she is going to walk up to the gate and kind of show you, like, where there's, like, rivet seams and things like that. And some of those, inside in some of the flooded areas, there were those kind of crystalline coral-looking growths happening. Some of those are building up on the outside of this kind of facility. So she is starting to kind of like whack those away, mostly with just her hand. They crumble pretty easy.
All right, he will start
and kind of like clean off some areas.
He'll start knocking crystal coral off, I guess.
And then, can I have a perception while you're down here?
Absolutely.
See if you can spot that shark.
That's a 12.
Cyber shark.
Okay. So as you're kind of going and cleaning and kind of getting the hang of it, you notice as you're kind of coming around on this left side, there is a large kind of pillar shape about, at the edge of your vision, so kind of around that 30 feet back, kind of from this facility. But it's definitely, 10 foot around kind of thing, and it's got kind of big anchors into the seafloor here.
Are we knocking are we checking that one as well? And he's going to kind of start making his way towards that thing.
Okay. Yeah, we got to clear off the elevator too.
This is the elevator.
And yeah, that's the external elevator.
Well, interesting. Okay. Yeah, he'll knock all the coral can off of it.
And as you're kind of walking over there towards this platform, a little bit, I don't know if it's the sediment kind of storm going on out there, if it's you just not paying attention, but there is this large hunk of metal descending rapidly down. Looks like it might have been a clamp for a submarine that is just shooting through the column down at you. And I'm going to need a athletics to get out of the way of this large hunk of metal with a -4, please.
Oh, God. All right.
For failing that perception check to notice earlier.
That's a 7.
Oh.
I'll be rolling up a new character for the rest of tonight.
You're gonna go to medical and
fix you.
Yeah, Scrawl's gotcha.
Let's have you control your own destiny.
All right.
So can I have 4d6, please? Your suit does have 10 armor.
15.
Okay, so that is 5 damage to you, as it's
fine.
As this kind of clamp comes down and cracks into. Can you roll a d10 for me?
That's a 4.
Okay. So as that kind of comes down and hits you kind of in the chest as you're kind of looking back at this thing and down to the ground.
Help me! Help!
And you just feel this crushing kind of pressure as the suit is dented in, pushing on yourself. As she turns around and starts to kind of over to you. And we can jump back. Go ahead.
I was going to say he's just trying to push it off of him, but yeah.
Yeah. And we can jump back to Cav. How are we starting our investigation?
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. That's how she's. She has.
Cav or Ray?
Both. We're both. Yeah. Oh God. How's she gonna do this? So like, I need null. How can I get null? I can't get null. What am I gonna do? What does she have access to? So what did I get? I've got login credentials. What do I? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can log into the kind of camera system that they have. You can log in to some of the drone footage from other drones that were going around. You've got access, door access into the tunnels, and you are exempt from any of the drone security protocols. Some of the records you'd have access to.
So I know.
I'm just saying, if you rat out static, we can find out how those tubes work.
I know he wants somebody. He wants somebody to be accountable for this. If I can, I want to try to pin it on the dead guard we found in the underwater part. So I know where the parts of the drone are. I know where parts of that guy are. Like, maybe I can be like, I sussed it out and I found part of him, and give him parts of both.
Okay.
Because, like, I've got no computer, like, tech skills. Like, I can't... like, Cav can in no way, like, make fake footage of something. She's not gonna rewrite any data in the system. So that is what I can think of. Yeah. That's what I got.
Okay. All right. So where are we going? We're gonna go find some of the pieces that we've hidden around.
Yeah. First, I want to go try to get parts of the guy. Maybe just his outfit, or like name tag, or parts of his name tag. And then parts of the drone, and just be like, I found these. Like, he must have been trying to escape. I don't know. But he was in the ducts with these, It looks like they got each other,
Yeah, you do have his badge that you had stolen.
Okay, yeah.
Because you have his key card?
Uh-huh. I want to keep his key card, though.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's her game plan. And I guess so, since she's already got his badge, she's just gonna go get parts of the drone. And be like, it looks like they took each other out. Like, I'm assuming you don't care about the body, so I just left him in there.
All right. Yeah. So as you are, are you heading down through the prison itself, or are you gonna head out through the kind of maintenance halls?
I don't want people to know that I know where I'm going, so I'm going to be as hidden as I can be. So if I can go through the tunnels, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Yeah. Can I have a wilderness survival, I guess, or concentration to kind of plot your way through?
No. I just did so many levels, and none of it are in that. Oh, not bad, though. 18.
Okay, yeah. So you can make your way back through these tunnels, and these ones look much the same as the ones that you had been coming up through, right? So every couple junctions, there's a tunnel that goes up or down. And as you're kind of making your way, you do kind of see some more of those spider drones milling about near this, kind of on this like admin security level, these drones seem to be patrolling the tunnels. But as they kind of recognize you at a little bit of a distance, they will kind of give you kind of passage through, and they'll kind of back away or take a side tunnel so you can go past.
That's right.
And you can come back towards where the vent into the rec room was.
Okay. Is the drone still where we hit it?
Yeah, so kind of as you're looking down into the room, there is the same way you had left the room, except this time the roach race game is on still. There is still that junk and trash in the corner, so it doesn't really look like much has happened in here since.
Okay. Well, that's good. Then she's just gonna take a couple parts of the drone, enough for like it to be identified. Nothing that they would be able to recover anything from.
Okay.
And then take that back up. And then apparently go to Rourke, which is terrible.
Let's have a basic tech to kind of rip some pieces off of this thing, or that don't involve any sort of memories or anything.
12?
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely break some pieces off and disassemble some and kind of make it. Are you trying to stage like there was a incident going on, like someone, like the guard broke this thing?
Yes, we know he was like trying to get out, and he got. So I want to make it look like the security bot got him, or like he was in a fight with the security bot trying to get out. So like they both took each other out. So like we've got a dead guard and a dead bot, and here's your evidence.
Okay. So you can kind of grab some of these pieces, and how are we staging the scene? Gonna kind of throw those about. You wanted something from the guard. We're gonna use the key card. You want to go to the body?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if his badge is the key card, then yeah, I guess I have to go to his body, and go get something.
Yeah, and so as you are kind of climbing down back to this basement level, which is far, but definitely not far enough to warrant such a long elevator ride, you feel this kind of thud reverberate throughout like this basement level. And you can make your way over towards where that body was. As you can I have some perception?
Nope. She is focused on getting to that guard.
Yeah, and as you come down there, kind of barging out of the gate, there is a guard looking at the body and then turns, very surprised, to look at you.
Hello.
As we jump back to Hopscotch, kind of staring at this submarine scene. So eventually, kind of the prisoners kind of like manually like lash this sub to the dock. As you hear kind of talk about this clamp being hit and broken on the way out. And can I have a perception, please, Hopscotch?
$14.
Okay. Yeah, so as this sub kind of surfaces and some of the inmates begin unloading some crates that are kind of marked for some are marked for labs, some are marked for server room. These kind of crates of supplies are coming out. And you do notice, thanks to a bad roll, one of the guards that has a Rourke name tag on reaches into his pocket and hands somebody inside the sub something. As the inmates are unloading these crates and kind of stacking them up next to the dock. And the guards are, when those boxes are done being emptied, the guards are wheeling the inmate over towards the sub, and he is still kind of out of it, still kind of coming awake, and they are shoving him into the submarine. Are we just observing?
Yes, but again, just not any intention of hiding it, and just like awkwardly creeping forward. It's just looking like a weirdo, honestly.
Yeah, most of the other inmates are just going about their tasks. Right, so this is a thing that happens. They are just doing whatever they're doing. They're not even really paying attention to you. They are super, almost oddly focused on their tasks.
Need any help? That guy looks like shit, huh? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Ooh, repeat offender.
But we want to grab some of those crates. I guess you could call it that.
I hope this one has chocolate in it. Shaker crate.
Yeah, so it is a large crate, kind of marked for the server room. It's one of those kind of like plastic cases that's just kind of like latched shut. And he's kind of, the work guard kind of points over. He's like, if you just want to stack it over there, the supply crew will be up to bring that down.
You got it. It's the fakest she's ever been. See, Scrawl? She can pretend to be nice too.
Yeah, so people are kind of bringing different boxes and kind of stacking them in piles over here as the guards leave with the stretcher.
Okay, so, and I recognize on the stretcher, like, the one that I knew was in the hole, the one that I knew, okay, so I
Scrawl picked the fight with that attacked.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Just more information I'm pocketing.
And as you kind of manage to get all of the crates kind of moved away and the inmates kind of leave, the guards remain. And they kind of wait a little bit, and you can hear from inside the submarine this like kind of noise as two of the crew members of the sub kind of help that guy back out of the sub as the guards kind of grab him. He's kind of wide-eyed looking around, and they're like, "New inmate processing," and they start to direct him towards where you guys had come in from your first.
How many pretend check-ins have we had? Now it's an episode of The Good Place. Shit.
And we can cut over to static as Supervisor Holden is trying to shove this large hunk of metal off of you. Can I have just two brawler athletics to try to force this thing off? And she'll give you a +4 on that.
16. with the +4?
Yeah, so between the two of you, you can manage to push that hunk of metal off. The suit is kind of pressed in. You can kind of feel that just kind of like constant pressure on your chest from where the suit has been like deformed from this large hunk of steel clamp. As she kind of picks you up, she's like, "You good?"
I can hardly breathe. I can't get a full breath.
Let's go. And she's going to start kind of rushing you back inside and going through the long process of draining the room and eventually trying to pry you out of this suit. How bad are you looking?
He is at 25 out of 45.
Are you playing it up?
So yeah, he's pretty bloody. I think he's probably...
Okay.
I imagine he has broken ribs at this point.
Yeah.
Please, I need to
That's
go
fitting.
to medical.
Absolutely. So she will, probably a half hour after the incident, bring you up to the med bay, where Scrawl is getting ready to head out for the day. As the door opens and a very familiar static comes in.
Scrawl sighs. The customer walking in as the doors are closing.
It wasn't my fault. It fell on me.
Alina, is the doctor free yet? It's fine. Bring him in. Scroll takes care of static. And
She's like, "Do you need a doctor? Are you all right with this one?"
I mean,
Just
I
kinda calling
guess
from down the hall.
I'm going to ask for overtime. No, count towards early release, right?
If you can do enough.
Okay, we will see. And yeah, I'll drag Scrawl Static back to a medical room, and we're gonna see if we can get Static's nasal thing out.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. Depends on how much access to the sedatives I still have.
Yeah. So you've got some supplies there, some simple equipment.
Yeah. So
You've got access to a couple of the drugs.
I'm pretty certain he's just got some broken or bruised ribs. Regardless, it doesn't really matter because I can't do much about that other than just strap him up. So that part's fixed pretty quick, I think. Yeah, we'll then just kind of move on using the opportunity to, do a little improv facial reconstruction surgery.
Yeah, let's do it. See some surgery.
Can you give him a Cindy Lou Who?
Yeah.
Points up,
I don't know. With that, I think I put his leg back on.
With a 27, it is the smallest incision, and you just managed to get access to this little thing and slide it out. It is this little kind of flat-ended cylinder that was just kind of implanted in a sinus cavity.
Perfect. So 1 down, 3 to go.
How you gonna do it on yourself?
What are you doing with it?
Is the guy I was working on earlier still in here?
Yes.
I'm gonna put it in his other nostril. What? It makes sense.
Love it.
I don't want to be caught that there's suddenly no life signs from static signal. So into the other guy it goes.
Yeah, surgery.
All right. Let's see if his goes as well as Static's. Oh, it does.
Amazing.
Even better. 28.
Yeah. He does. Right in. There isn't anything having been done.
I'm so good at this, y'all.
You really are.
Like you built your character for this.
All right. And now I'm calling it a day, Alina. I'm out. You can't get me for even one more thing.
Scrawl, before you go, I need you to take a look at my chart.
At your what?
My chart. What are they giving me?
Shot.
Chart. The thing with all my name and information on it.
Oh, good. I was real worried what you were asking Scrawl to look at there, Static.
Nothing you haven't already seen.
Well, yes, but the limitation is the key.
No, that Dr. Rourke is giving me something. And I need to know if you can synthesize it to steal it for me so that I don't have to get it from him.
Do I have access to his chart? Because I know earlier I did not because they were password protected. What do I have info for here?
Yeah, so they are in fact password protected, but if you'd like to take another pass at it, you can try an electronics.
Yeah, if I've got an available chance here, I will see what we can do.
Yeah, in the room is, there's a computer terminal in the room.
Okay, 17.
Yeah, and with that, you are able to get through the password, kind of picking and guessing some names. Turns out Rourke was the password.
Very not good security. Mike would be very disappointed.
But yeah, now you have access to patient files.
All right, how bad a trader is Static over here?
So Static has a standing monthly appointment with Dr. Rourke, and there are notes about dosages of immunoblockers administered to kind of keep some of the cyberpsychosis.
Okay. Is that something I think that I can synthesize, steal in great enough quantities to supply him with? I guess my experience with the medical system here too, is there any opportunity for drug theft? I mean, that might not be so simple if it's like most modern facilities, I would guess.
Yeah, so I mean they are typically locked up, so especially stuff. So that's going to be a little bit more difficult to get into, but with some doctor credentials or nurse credentials, you can get into them. These are drugs that are kind of relatively newer. They are primarily made by Biotechnica, but there are some kind of off-brand versions showing up. So these are you can get your hand on these. They're not necessarily the cheapest things, but you can get some, or you could even try to synthesize some with the right kind of chemical precursors.
Yeah, I'm guessing like toilet wine synthesizing of these, probably not in the wheelhouse.
Yeah, not so much. But with you've got some pharmaceutical skills as a medtech, so with some of those, you'd be able to build some of these drugs.
Okay. So it's something I could do, but for the time being, keep getting your drugs from doctor, keep your profile low. It would look weird if you stop your appointments with the doctor, so you just need to maintain appearances and keep getting them. But that got you when we're on outside.
Just know that I need those to be me, Scrawl. Trying.
I got you, buddy. Don't you worry. Dr. Scrawl is on the case.
When did you get your doctorate?
It was honorary last week.
That makes a lot more sense. That thing hit me very hard. Can you get
Probably
me some
on
pain
like
meds?
prison round 3 or 4, They keep it serialized and barcoded. They notice when they go missing.
It's not missing. I had piece of machinery crushed my chest. This is a legitimate use case. I'm not trying to get high, buddy.
Alina, I need you to swipe the cabinet for me again.
What do you need? As she kind of heads over towards the drug cabinet.
He's gonna need a double dose, tolerances.
Yeah, so she will swipe in, pull out a speed heal, and poke in the room and hand you the thing and be like, "Oh, Static.
How's it going?
What happened?
Young girl? I was outside and something fell on me. You know how it goes."
Oh, I'm so sorry, but it looks like you're in great hands. Scrawl here is quite the doctor.
He knows what he's doing, and it's a chance to see you.
Oh, well, it's always great to see you. If you've got some time, we could talk for a little bit.
Especially once he gives me these drugs, I'm not going to be much of a conversationalist. It kind of hurts to breathe and talk,
I understand. Get those meds on board. I'm going to go start cleaning up and closing up
You keep
for
glowing.
the next shift.
Once she leaves, I look at Static. I'm like, Static, unfortunately, you're barking up the wrong tree.
What do you mean, buddy?
She has been talking about cavalry non-stop.
No. I can win her back. I know it.
I think you just let cavalry have this one.
Cav does deserve a good time down here.
Yeah, it might make your beatings a little less from her.
Cav's not the one who did this.
I was gonna say I haven't beaten him.
Yet.
And we can jump over to Cav, kind of staring down one of these security guards next to a dead body.
Hey.
How did you know this was...
Oh, I followed the trail of drone parts in the air ducts here. Officer Young, hi. And she's gonna put out her hand to.
That looks like inmate to me.
Nope. Well, I mean technically, but not for long. It's Officer Young. Look, I've got credentials. Warden Work put me on this. Trying to find out what happened to his drone, and it looks like this guy happened to his drone.
Can I have a persuasion, please?
I think you're going to have to kill a second guard here.
16.
This guard looks like he's been dead for a bit. I haven't heard about this drone. That was a recent thing.
Oh, well,
Why
maybe
don't you come back with me? We should answer some questions with the warden.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go.
All right. And he will lead you back into the elevator for a very awkward 45-minute elevator ride with him kind of staring daggers at you.
Cav's trying to play it cool. She's totally gonna flip this on the new guard. Hope that it goes well.
All right. And eventually, going up a bit further from where you were, end up on the security floor as he kind of roughly shoves you out of the elevator and directs you to that room you had first come into. And he kind of shoves you in there. I'll be back with the warden in a minute, and shuts the door.
Okay. Just gonna wait.
Okay.
Patience is a virtue.
As you hear the heavy footsteps of the large metal man coming down the hallway, as the door opens again. Inmate Young, this was not the way I was expecting you to come back. What happened?
So she's
I
gonna
hear
just
you've
stand at
maybe
attention.
murdered a guard?
Murdered a guard. Look, you just put me on this. I follow the drone parts. I find a dead guard and Officer Pencil Dick over here standing over the dead guard. And
It's
now
Polensky.
Pencil Dick. That's what I just said. And now it looks like he's trying to frame me. I've been a prisoner this whole time. This guy's had access to everything. He murdered your guard. He took out your drone. Why? I don't know yet, but we can figure it out together.
Let's see that persuasion again. Or a,
I should have put more points into it. You mean brawl?
you could certainly try.
Oh, God, it's 11. Oh, wait, luck. 5 luck. 16.
All right. Let's roll his. Which is here. From the sound of it, he might have been dead for a while.
I don't know. Look, like I said, I'm following the dead drone parts. I come to the end, there's a dead body, and then this asshat. I don't know how the pieces fit together yet, sir, but we'll figure it out, like I said. Look, here, I've got the drone parts. You tell me how I'm finding these in the air ducts next to this guy.
It seems a little... The drone parts are one thing. But coming right to a body through an air vent is not... It's a very hard coincidence.
It's where the parts led.
Hmm.
I'd say go up there for yourself, but there's no way you'd fit in those air ducts. It's the shoulders.
You can't call the sergeant fat to his face.
Broad-shouldered.
It's your new boss.
Well, I think we will have to consider the evidence. And he will kind of step out of the door frame and just say, dismissed.
Cav will walk out. And as she walks out, she's going to shove Pencil Dick.
As he just kind of glares. And a little bit of a smile kind of like turns up on his mouth.
Could be good or
but
bad.
It is about dinner, so you can all kind of catch up in the cafeteria after your respective shifts and events. Static looking a little worse for wear, which seems to be a trend. But portions are served, guards are around, cafeteria's, humming like usual.
All
right. No. Oh.
Because I think Static is going to try and get an extra portion. He's real hungry for some reason. The munchies. Can I please? I've been through quite the ordeal today. I almost got crushed outside. Can I please just get a little more?
Let's have a persuasion.
$18.
And the kind of inmate kind of looks around and then gives an extra scoop.
A hero and a scholar. Thank you. He'll make his way to the table.
Where he probably comes upon Scrawl sitting there saying, okay, this really good day. I think I figured it all out. The real key here is that we need to not draw any negative attention upon ourselves. And eventually I should be able to easily work you all in. And we'll get these parts out. I even got Static's nose piece taken care of today. So you all had good days. No extra attention to yourselves, right?
Wait, does this mean I can break Hopscotch's nose?
I mean, you can try, buddy. I'd actually kind of like to see that.
I mean, you know, it's funny sounding, but in fact, that was exactly what I was thinking. But the key is timing. We have to do it when we have an extra patient in the medical bays and the doctor is engaged. If we don't do it then,
Not to
then
Alina,
I
right?
don't. Yes, Alina, about that. Cavalry, we got to break news to Static.
About what?
The doctor's engaged to Alina.
Okay. Do we care?
I care. Static is glassy-eyed. You can tell that speed heal is, he's rolling on it still.
Okay, buddy. It's all right. Listen. She's gonna hand Hopscotch the prison guard's like key card and like data pad and everything. Be like, you're gonna have to keep this. I'm probably going into the pit. It'll be okay. And I love you guys.
Ooh, that's not good. I got to read about the chart today for the guy in the pit.
I learned something about the pit today that I don't feel good about us, honestly, after having seen it. So they just wipe your memory somehow, and then they put you back on a sub and, like, I don't know, shock you back awake, and then you come out of the sub and they're like, oh, hey, new person. Like, do you remember the one that beat the shit out of Static? Loved that guy. They just took him up and they put him in sub that was there doing deliveries today. And then he walks out and they're like, oh, new prisoner. And they took him through the same line and the shit. Like, how many times have we been new prisoner? What the?
Yeah, that makes sense.
What is that? Also, okay. I think I figured out how they make Lucidate. So that's fun. Also, we're in the pillow fort. I'm holding these conversations. Can I say I am holding conversation for the pillow fort?
Yes.
I'd like to reverse order
pick up in the pillow
what
fort.
I just did. Thank you. I was thinking that in my head the whole time, and I was like, didn't say it out loud, Amy. Pillow fort talk. Yeah, he figured out how to, and then I'll like pull my little homemade vial out and be like, I don't know if you can look at this in the med bay, but I think it's Lucidate. It's like they're making it into the LG bath things. Clearly Hopscotch knows all of the appropriate terminology that this person is definitely not smart enough for. But I definitely think that we're onto something here. And I know you studied it a crap ton when we first found out about it. So I thought maybe you could take a look and put some more pieces together.
Yeah, this be perfect. It lets me establish credibility in the med lab while we patiently await for attention to die down. So you guys just need to chill for a couple days. Yeah? Cav?
So I was tasked with finding out what happened to the security drone that we encountered several days ago. I thought it would behoove us all if I framed the dead guard we found like a week ago. As I came upon the dead guard, another very live guard found me. And he is now pinning it all on me. So, we're going to hope that I may have persuaded the warden enough to believe me. Probably not. So, here's all my things. And, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of the things. God love you. You're just, boy, are you such a great person that I just adore. At some point, we really need to work on your fucking people skills, though. Like, even I faked it today. I had, like, guards and everyone all around, and we really got to work on those people
Are a
skills.
little stiff sometimes.
I didn't need them until now.
You need people skills as an officer? I guess you were max tac, huh?
Yeah, I just hit the thing real hard. And then I go and hit the other thing real hard. That's it.
I love that about you.
Thanks. I'm gonna miss you.
Okay, let's Scrawl. Where's your optimism? This one's going down. We need to pick up.
Well, I was going to say, what did they do with the body of the murdered guard from Vents? I mean, are they doing an autopsy to prove anything, or they just
left him there and they took me up to see the warden.
Okay, well, I mean, don't worry, since it sounds like you're just going to get mind wiped, and we'll just fill you in a couple weeks.
Okay. Thanks.
I mean, let's be fair. It's clear we've all done this a couple times, because we've found some time discrepancies already. So let's just jump to the conclusion that this is not trip one, and we shall. I knew they trusted me really clear in the lab. I mean, I'm quite charming, but they didn't even make me roll persuasion to be doctor, so
Mike, you have a favorite.
Don't worry about
honestly.
Cav, I've got plenty of weeks I can't remember. You'll be fine.
Okay, but again, we don't know that that's happening. We just let's help Cav come up with some good reasoning and maybe figure stuff out. Brainstorm collectively. Not you, Static. You're fucking useless. But we can do something. We can figure it out.
This is a good point to bring Static up at this point. Have you thought about giving up Static instead of taking fall yourself?
Yeah, no, that's just not how I roll.
I mean, seems better than mind wipe. I read Static's chart today. There's not much drugs that they're going to. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't, in good conscience, do that.
I appreciate that, Cav.
To be fair, it doesn't have anything to do with you.
I know, but I still appreciate it. And you were a cop, after all.
Max Tech.
Same thing, kind of.
Do not insult her.
I'm not trying to insult. I just said I appreciated that she's so consistently herself.
She's better than a cop. Saying it.
It's not hard, but yes, she is.
Look, anyway, I'll probably be in the pit in a couple hours. So yeah, best of luck, you guys. It's been fun. I'm gonna go wallow in the pillow fort.
That we're currently in, because that's where I declared our conversation.
I'm huddled. I'm like
taking one of the two pillows over yourself.
Yeah. I tuck you in with the bath towel sized blanket we have left. They're there.
I mean,
all right. So above table here, what thoughts do we have? Is there any way we get Cavalry off the hook here?
Maybe she's not on the hook. Maybe it worked.
I mean, my concern above table is that thing did have a live feed. And Static is going to get cooked, and now Cav is going to get cooked for lying about it.
I mean, Cav would have been on the live feed anyway.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't we do something with the live feed? No, we just left.
We don't.
the...
We
Yeah.
just ripped its
camera.
We ripped
apart.
its camera off, so we don't know if it had a live feed or if it had to dock to download the footage.
Gotcha. But regardless, they found it, so they probably have it.
They didn't find it.
No.
Oh,
They knew it didn't return to its dock.
gotcha. Maybe. Okay, I got the solution, Cav. Pull yourself out the pillows. It's fine. We can solve this. We just need another dog. And then we set up alternate video that frames some other prisoner.
Okay, do you know how to do that? Because I'm better at talking to people than I am with making videos.
Well, I mean, I have some skill. I mean, you remember I talked dog into being pet in other facilities.
I tried
Okay.
the Agent Zero thing, Scrawl. It did not work. It shot
it's all
me.
about the modulation of voice. So you probably didn't do it right.
I didn't modulate my voice properly.
I mean, you've been having problems with that, I've noticed. So,
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
It's fine. He's fine.
It's fine, Chad. Don't worry about it.
Points at her like.
Okay.
So maybe do you still have shifts scheduled tomorrow then, Cav?
I don't know.
Okay. We can't just like roam the prisons at night, right? We get locked in our cells.
No.
Right?
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah. Okay. But
I mean, you could like hide and before lockout, and then you wouldn't be in your cells, but you would be you'd be able to roam.
Did
But
they
then
take her little
obviously-
temp badge at the end of her shift? Or can she still...
Yes.
Okay.
The temp badge, she would have had to turn in, but the badge you stole from the office,
Yeah.
dead officer, you would have.
But they now
If it
know that
works-
he's dead.
Yeah. If it works, feels like it'll be a one-time only, because... I mean, you could just get up in there and grab yourself a drone and just say you are committed to the cause and you're just investigating your precious little heart out.
What if...
And do what with it? That's you guys. that's all well and good, but I can't fabricate evidence. I'm not that good.
What
He
if...
just said he is.
Above table, what if we use the card to access a security locker where the drones are and then plant it in somebody else's cell? Because it's definitely going to ping as the dead guard.
Or can you slip in pocket of other guard?
Oh yeah, slip it in Pencil Dick's pocket.
That's an idea. Can I? Is there, what would that be? Is there a pickpocket skill?
There is a
Probably.
pocket skill.
Of course there is. Is there really?
There is, yes. It's under
Where-
tech. Right above C tech or C vehicle tech.
Yeah, I can't do that. Again, I'm way better at talking to people than I am at that. How much more IP do I have? Hang on.
Okay, can we... I'm really pushing some limits here. Can we have like a full just info session, training, practice run, like a practice run with Cav, and just, maybe give like a boost to a future role? If we do some role play, we'll do some incel role play. Be like, I'm the guard, you're about to pee your pants in fear, and between like my bureaucracy skills, whatever the heck
I really
Static
like it.
Yeah,
does,
Static can do some acting coaching for you.
Yeah.
Scrawl actually just a
like
skill in pickpocketing.
Hell yeah. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we'll have each of you roll your desired skill, and if we pass for each successful roll, we'll give Cav a +1.
All right.
I love that we're playing a role-playing game, and I took 12 attempts to find the words role. It's a Monday.
All right, we got a 15 for
Scrawl
Scrawl's pickpocketing.
shows you exactly how to slip your hand into pockets.
21 bureaucracy.
22 acting.
All right.
All right. Yeah, so we'll give you a +3 on future persuasion attempts about this,
Persuasion. Okay.
or a pickpocket, whichever you would like to. You got a +3 to apply to this situation.
Okay. I had +5 with my luck, and I don't think it helped so much. But +3. Let's go. Thank you, guys.
Now, other thing is everybody needs to just be freaking cool for a whole day.
I'm cool every day, Scroll.
Scrawl is expert in not being cool. None of you are cool.
Oh, I saved these for you, and I pull out a half a dozen pocket blueberries and hand them to Scrawl.
This was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I had a multi-ton hunk of metal fall on me. I'm about as cool as I can get right now. Give me a break.
You look terrible.
You would too if you had something that big fall on you and crush your chest.
Scrawl probably grabs him by the head though and tilts his head back. But look as good as how good this is.
I didn't even feel that.
I am just so grateful to you, Scrawl. I just high five. Did you tell her about the back part, or because you mentioned the nose part? Did you tell her about the back part?
Yeah, I mean, I would have debriefed you all on the whole day, like in kind of going into the whole plan here is that if like we can cycle each of you in to the med bay here, he can remove the tech and install it in others, but it's gonna take a couple days.
Well, to your point about, needing like multiple people, how hard would it be for me to just fuck someone else up a little bit more than I'm messed up?
I mean, that's
Easy peasy.
exactly my thought.
Easy.
So not me again, right? Because we don't want him taking it out of you and
It's
putting
not.
it in
You're
me.
so like it's not even fun anymore. You're a little pathetic now. I mean, like that's really punching down. I am better than that.
I'm at least as tall as you. It's not punching down.
That's not what that means, but okay, buddy. Sure.
What does it mean then?
It was like when I fought the 6-year-olds as a 12-year-old.
It is what it feels like.
You're not supposed to talk about a lady's age. I don't think she's that much older than me.
There.
I forgot how old I was. I am the oldest. I totally forgot I am the oldest. Oh, man. That's what, because I'm friggin' babysitting all day. That's what's the problem.
All right, we're all agreeing right now to call her Old Lady Cavalry or Old Lady Hopscotch from now on, right?
Oh. Good luck.
For no particular purpose, can I have everyone make a resist torture drugs roll, please?
No, that checks out.
A 24 for static.
16.
I can see clearly.
Big ol' 9.
now, the 22.
Uh-oh. I put my face in the tank getting that sample. Ruh-roh.
And as you hear the heavy footfalls of people coming down, large boots coming down the corridor, I think that's where we will end it for the day.
We did not do ourselves a lot of favors tonight, y'all.
No.
That was,
No.
I
Are
did
you
fine.
kidding? I nailed it.
okay. Half of us did fine. The other half of us are
Bad juju.
bad juju. Yeah, left half of the screen is fucked. Right half of the screen is totally fine.
Yeah. Scrawl and I are just gonna frolic off into the sunset
You guys are-
and just eat French fries for the rest of our lives, and it's gonna be amazing.
I mean, it's not too late for me just to use static as our vehicle for all of our cyber tech we've got to remove. You know.
For all of the explosives in Static's head.
Yeah. It's an option. I'm just saying.
You're kind of out for Static at this point, Donnie.
Well, I'm just saying, like, on the scale of who do we.
He might be a little party to why we're down here. The whole chase my girlfriend thing.
I'm just saying, if she
She
is
was-
real, which I don't think she is, but if she is real, she's on my hit list.
No, don't.
Was she
get my
ever even your girlfriend?
Not for real.
Was she ever just not a figment of, like, prison trip number 103?
That's a good question. Static is convinced she was real. So is
It
Greg,
was
for
the
that
best
matter.
escort Biotechnica could pay for.
Maybe Scrawl is just so willing to stay down here because we've always been down here.
Think about that.
You've always been here.
I've always been here.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for running us through another amazing session, Mike. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us, spending your evening with us. Donnie gave you the schedule up top. We've got rave reviews on Sundays and Wednesdays. Donnie does it on Thursdays, and this whole shebang comes out every Monday, so make sure you check that out. Like, subscribe. Let us know down in the comments what you liked from tonight. And if there was anything you didn't like, I can't imagine that. Let us know that down below, too. What am I missing, y'all?
That sounds like it.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. I like that. I like that. All right, everybody.
everyone.
We'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.